Have you ever had one of those days where you just wanted 5 minutes, just five, to sit, breathe, maybe scroll your phone in peace, but instead, someone needs a snack, a lost toy, or help wiping something you really, really wish you didn't have to wipe? Yeah, that's real life for a lot of moms out there. And Mama Needs a Minute by Mary Catherine Starr is basically a love letter and a lifeline to all the exhausted, overwhelmed, and yes, still somehow surviving mothers who just need one. Freaking Minute. Introduction. Written by Mary Catherine Starr, an artist, a yoga teacher, a mother, and a genius behind the wildly popular Instagram page Mom Life Comics. Mama Needs a Minute isn't your traditional parenting advice book. It's not another how to be a better mom guide. It's not full of schedules and sticker charts. It's not about how to pack Instagram-worthy lunches. Instead, it's real. It's funny. It's painfully honest. It's the book you pick up when you want to feel seen, not judged. This book is a series of illustrated confessions about the everyday struggles of motherhood, the ones we laugh about later or cry about in the car where no one could see. It's about the invisible work, the emotional labor, the mental load, and the wild expectations that somehow became normal for moms everywhere. And honestly, it's a breath of fresh air. Today, we're going to walk through the biggest ideas in Mama Needs a Minute. The truths, the humor, and the moments that might just make you put the book down, clutch your coffee, and say, OMG, Sam. 1. Motherhood isn't just physical. It's mental gymnastics 24/7. Mary Catherine Starr nails one of the biggest invisible truths about parenting today. Being a mom isn't just about doing things. It's about thinking about doing things. It's about remembering when soccer practice is. It's about noticing that the toothpaste is running low. It's about anticipating that the baby is about to outgrow their pajamas. It's a constant, swirling storm in your head. The mental checklist that never turns off. And most of it, no one else even notices you're doing it. She calls this the mental load, and once you start seeing it, you can't unseen it. Every snack packed, every dentist appointment scheduled, every Band-Aid remembered. It's a silent job that never gets a paycheck, a thank you, or even a lunch break. 2. Supermom is a scam, and it's time to opt out. You know the image. Perfectly styled mom, hair curled, kids eating organic quinoa, kitchen gleaming. Mary Catherine Starr calls BS. She shows, through hilarious comics and painfully relatable stories, how the idea of doing it all is not only impossible, but toxic. There's this weird cultural expectation that women should be able to work full-time, parent full-time, stay fit, cook healthy meals, maintain friendships, have hobbies, and somehow also relax with a face mask on Sunday nights. Spoiler, it's not real. Starr encourages moms everywhere to stop chasing this ghost and start focusing on what really matters. Connection, not perfection. 3. Moms need real help, not just let me know if you need anything. Here's a revolutionary idea from the book. Moms don't need vague offers of help. They need actual, tangible support. Instead of saying, let me know if you need anything, Starr suggests, why not just do something? Bring a meal, fold the laundry, take the baby for a walk so mom can nap. Because when you're drowning, it's hard to even know what to ask for, let alone find the time or energy to ask. Real support isn't passive. It's proactive. 4. Mom rage is real. And you're not a bad person for feeling it. At some point, you snap. It's not pretty. It's not polite. It's not the serene motherhood you see in diaper commercials. It's called mom rage, and Mary Catherine Starr doesn't shy away from it. She talks openly about those moments when the constant demands, the whining, the noise, the relentless needs just build up like steam inside a pressure cooker. And then one tiny thing, a spilled cup, a slammed door, makes everything explode. The important thing she reminds us? Feeling this way doesn't mean you're a bad mom. It means you're a human being with limits. We live in a world that tells mothers to be endlessly patient, endlessly giving, endlessly nurturing, with no acknowledgement of how exhausting that is. Mom rage isn't a failure. It's a signal, a giant, flashing neon sign that says, hey, you need a break. You're not a robot. And guess what? Taking that break isn't selfish. It's survival. 5. You might love your kids more than anything and still need space. One of the most comforting messages in Mama Needs a Minute is this: you can love your kids fiercely and still want time away from them. These two things are not opposites. They're not even in conflict. Think about it. If you were obsessed with your best friend, but had to spend 24/7 with them, including while they screamed at you for giving them the wrong color plate, you'd probably want a break too. Needing space doesn't mean you don't love your kids. It means you're a complete person with your own needs, emotions, and boundaries. Star's comics gently, humorously capture those tiny, absurd moments, like hiding in the pantry with a cookie or sitting in the car outside Target for 5 extra minutes just to breathe and say, yep, been there. It's okay to need a minute. It's okay to want an hour. It's okay to want a whole weekend. Motherhood doesn't erase your humanity. It demands that you honor it even more. 6. The myth of the natural mother. There's this insidious idea floating around that motherhood is supposed to be natural, that you're supposed to instinctively know how to breastfeed like a pro, sleep train like a scientist, handle tantrums with saint-like calm. Spoiler alert, most of us don't, and that's okay. Mary Catherine Starr calls out the ridiculous pressure put on new moms to just figure it out, as if parenting is an inborn skill like breathing. In reality, parenting is hard. It's messy. It's confusing. It's full of moments where you Google, is it normal if my baby, at 3 a.m., and end up in a black hole of internet doom. There's no shame in learning as you go. There's no shame in asking for help. There's no shame in not knowing. 7. Self-care isn't a spa day. It's basic survival. When we hear self-care, we often picture bubble baths and pedicures and scented candles. And sure, that stuff can be nice. But Starr points out something crucial. For moms, real self-care often looks a lot less glamorous and a lot more essential. It's eating lunch before 2 p.m. It's drinking water instead of finishing the cold coffee on the counter. It's saying no to an extra obligation, even when you feel guilty. It's asking your partner to handle bedtime without apologizing. Self-care isn't a luxury. It's healthcare. You're not a machine that can keep running forever on fumes. You're a person, and taking care of yourself isn't indulgent. It's responsible. Because when you collapse, the whole system collapses. Taking 10 minutes to breathe now is better than needing 10 weeks of therapy later. 8. Kids don't need a perfect mom. They need a happy one. One of the most beautiful, tear-jerking lessons in Mama Needs a Minute is this: your kids don't need you to be perfect. They need you to be real. They need you to be okay. They don't need Pinterest birthday parties, organic, homemade snacks, a spotless living room, a mom who never raises her voice. They need a mom who smiles at them, a mom who can laugh, a mom who can admit when she's wrong and say, I'm sorry. They need a mom who shows them that it's okay to be human. When you model self-forgiveness, resilience, and vulnerability, you're teaching them far more important life skills than any perfectly executed craft project ever could. It's not about being flawless. It's about being authentic. 9. Laugh, cry, repeat. That's motherhood. 1 minute. You're laughing so hard at something ridiculous your toddler said that you're gasping for air. The next minute, you're crying because you feel like you're failing at everything. And then the baby poops up their back again, and you just laugh and cry at the same time. Mary Catherine Starr captures this roller coaster perfectly. Motherhood isn't just one feeling. It's all the feelings all the time. And that's not a flaw. That's the magic. That's what makes the hard moments bearable and the beautiful moments breathtaking. It's messy. It's chaotic. It's hilarious. It's heartbreaking. It's life. 10. Guilt, motherhood's unwanted sidekick. You'll feel guilty for everything. You'll feel guilty for working. You'll feel guilty for not working. You'll feel guilty for yelling. You'll feel guilty for needing space. You'll feel guilty for loving your kids, but also not wanting to read Brown Bear for the 46th time today. Mary Catherine Starr speaks openly about the heavy, unrelenting guilt that seems stitched into the fabric of modern motherhood. And here's the twist. Most of the things we feel guilty about, they aren't even wrong. Needing boundaries isn't wrong. Wanting help isn't wrong. Missing your old life isn't wrong. Not loving every second isn't wrong. Starr urges mothers to stop measuring their worth by an impossible standard. Motherhood is not a morality test. You're allowed to be complicated, messy, growing, and still be an amazing mom. Guilt doesn't have to be the steering wheel. It could just be noise in the back seat. 11. The Great Divide, Mom Brain versus Dad Brain. Starr hilariously highlights the common mental load imbalance between moms and dads, even in the most loving partnerships. You know the joke, dad packs the diaper bag once and expects a parade. Meanwhile, mom remembers the sunscreen, wipes, change of clothes, snack options, stuffed animals, and the backup pacifier, every time without being asked. Is it always intentional? No. Is it systemic? Yes. Mama Needs a Minute isn't about bashing dads. It's about making the invisible visible. It's about recognizing that when the default parent is always mom, it drains her energy, mental bandwidth, and identity. The solution? Awareness, communication, and sometimes letting dad pack the wrong snack without swooping in to fix it. Because real partnership means sharing the responsibility, not just helping with it. 12. Nobody knows what they're doing seriously. Here's the ultimate confession that runs through every page of this book. None of us have any idea what we're doing. And that includes the crunchy moms, the Pinterest moms, the career moms, the stay-at-home moms, the wine-o'clock moms. Every mother is out there just winging it, figuring it out day by day, nap by nap, tantrum by tantrum. Some days you feel like you're winning. Some days you cry in the shower. Some days you laugh so hard you can't breathe. And most days, you do all three before breakfast. Starr reassures us, you're not behind. You're not failing. You're not the only one struggling. You're living the messy, beautiful, exhausting truth of parenting. And you're doing better than you think. 13. Letting go of should. If there's one quiet villain lurking in the shadows of motherhood, it's the word should. You should breastfeed longer. You should have a natural birth. You should stay home. You should work. You should sleep train. You shouldn't sleep train. You should savor every moment. You should not complain because they're only little ones. Enough. Mary Catherine Starr gives permission, sweet, freeing permission, to let go of the tyranny of should. Your parenting journey is yours. Your child is unique. Your family's needs are not a public debate. Parent the way that works for you. Love your kids. Love yourself. And leave should in the dust. 14. Why we need to talk about the hard stuff. It's easy to post the highlights, the smiling family photos, the birthday parties, the first steps videos. It's harder to post the lowlights, the fights, the loneliness, the identity loss, the rage, the moments where you wonder, am I cut out for this? But the hard stuff matters. When we pretend motherhood is only magical, we isolate the people who are struggling. When we hide the messy parts, we create impossible expectations. By talking honestly about the ugly cries, the doubts, the deep, aching tiredness, we make space for real connection. We remind each other, you're not broken. You're human. And Starr's work is a beacon in that storm. giving mothers permission to tell the whole truth. 15. Tiny moments matter most. At the end of the day, what sticks? It's not the Pinterest party. It's not the immaculate playroom. It's not the perfect Christmas card photo. It's the way your toddler's arms squeeze your neck so tightly you could barely breathe. The way your baby's laughter made you laugh so hard you forgot you were tired. The way your kid whispered, "You're the best, mama," after a day you thought you totally failed. The tiny blink and you miss them moments. Those are the ones that stitch themselves into your heart forever. Mary Catherine Starr reminds us, you don't have to win at motherhood. You just have to be there for the real moments. Messy hair, wrinkled clothes, overflowing laundry basket, tired eyes, and all. That's where the magic lives. 16. Why it's okay to grieve your old life. Here's something that almost no one tells you before you have kids. It's normal to miss your old life. You can adore your children, absolutely, with every fiber of your being, and still miss the freedom you once had. You might miss spontaneous dinners with friends, sleeping in on weekends, traveling without a diaper bag bigger than your suitcase, reading a book without being interrupted 17 times, going to the bathroom without an audience. Mary Catherine Starr treats this grief not as betrayal, but as reality. Motherhood transforms you. It stretches your heart, yes, but it also stretches your identity. Sometimes it snaps pieces off. It's okay to mourn the parts of yourself that feel farther away now. It doesn't make you selfish. It doesn't make you ungrateful. It makes you human. And honoring that loss is part of becoming whole again. You're not who you were before, but that doesn't mean you're less. You're more, just in ways that are sometimes harder to see at 3 a.m. 17. Comparison is the thief of joy, especially in motherhood. Instagram moms, perfectly coordinated family photos, adorable kids making homemade crafts without spilling glitter everywhere. Yeah, that's not real life. Mary Catherine Starr gently and hilariously dismantles the myth that everyone else has it figured out. Comparison isn't just pointless, it's toxic. You're comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. Behind every perfect Instagram family, there are meltdowns, laundry mountains, sleepless nights, guilt, fear, coffee stains. Motherhood isn't a competition. There are no medals for whose house is cleaner, whose toddler is potty-trained faster, whose birthday party has the best cake pops. The only real measure? Are your kids loved? Are you trying your best? Then you're already winning. 18. Your worth isn't measured by productivity. It's easy to fall into the trap. The more you do, the more you're worth. Homemade meals? Check. Volunteering at school? Check. Perfect birthday parties? Check. Running a side hustle? Check. Looking flawless while doing it? Check. Mary Catherine Starr calls this out for what it is. Nonsense. Motherhood is already a full-time, overtime, no weekends off job. You don't have to earn your worth by hustling harder. You are enough even on the days when the dishes pile up. You cancel plans because you're too tired. You eat cereal for dinner. Your toddler wears pajamas to daycare. You are enough when all you did was love your kids and keep them safe for another day. That's not bare minimum. That's everything. You're not a machine. You're not a checklist. You're not a failure if you need rest. You're a person. You're a mother. You're enough. 19. The beauty of good enough. You don't have to be extraordinary every day. Some days are going to be messy. Some days you'll forget the library books. Some days you'll yell when you meant to be patient. Some days you'll let them watch way too much TV. Guess what? Your kids won't remember you being perfect. They'll remember how you made them feel safe, how you made them feel loved, how you picked them up when they fell, how you sang silly songs in the car. Good enough isn't a cop-out. Good enough is beautiful. It's enough to raise happy, kind, resilient kids. And it's enough to give yourself permission to breathe. 20. Motherhood is a team sport. You weren't meant to do this alone. There's this myth of the self-sufficient mom, the one who handles it all, never asks for help, never admits she's struggling. It's a lie. Humans aren't built for solo survival. We need community. We need support. We need people who say, "Here, let me help you. You're not crazy for feeling this way." I've been there too. Mary Catherine Starr shows, over and over, that asking for help isn't weakness. It's wisdom. Motherhood is too big, too beautiful, too hard to do alone. We need villages, real or virtual, that lift each other up. It's okay to need help. It's okay to offer help. We're stronger together. Always. 21. Real mom moments, the little scenes that shape everything. Scene 1. It's 7:15 a.m. You're running late. Your toddler refuses to put on shoes. You feel the heat rising behind your eyes. You want to scream. Instead, you take a deep breath, crouch down, and say, "Do you want the red shoes or the blue ones?" Victory isn't always silence. Victory is a whisper of patience when you're running on fumes. Scene 2. It's 2:30 p.m. You finally sit down with your coffee. It's cold. You drink it anyway because in this moment, this tiny, imperfect, yours moment, it tastes like survival. Scene 3. It's bedtime. Your child snuggles into you, sticky fingers clutching your shirt. They whisper, "I love you, Mommy." And for a moment, all the chaos of the day melts away. You realize you're doing it. Messy, imperfect, beautiful. You're mothering. 22. Big takeaway. It's all normal. Every emotion you feel, the love, the rage, the exhaustion, the joy, it's all normal. You're not doing it wrong because you lost your temper, cried in the car, wished for a break, counted the minutes until bedtime. You're doing it right because you care enough to worry, because you show up anyway, because you keep loving even when you're running on empty. Motherhood isn't about feeling blissful all the time. It's about holding the contradictions. It's about laughing through the exhaustion. It's about forgiving yourself daily. It's about finding tiny joys in giant messes. 23. Big takeaway. There's no perfect, only present. Your kids don't need a perfect mom. They need you. The you who tries. The you who gets back up. The you who loves fiercely, even on the hard days. Presence matters more than perfection. They'll remember you being there, even when you felt like a hot mess inside. They'll remember the tickle fights, the whispered, "I'm proud of you," the arms wide open at school pickup. They'll remember your love, not your Pinterest skills, not your snack choices, not your Instagram filter. You, exactly as you are. 24. Big takeaway. Motherhood changes you, and that's okay. You'll grow. You'll bend. You'll stretch beyond what you thought possible. You might not recognize yourself some days. You might mourn the girl you used to be. You might struggle to find your footing in this new version of yourself. And that's okay. Change doesn't mean you're lost. It means you're evolving. Motherhood doesn't erase you. It adds layers you never knew you had. Strengths you never thought you'd need. Depths of love you couldn't imagine before. You're not less. You're more. Braver. Stronger. Wiser. And even on your worst days, you are enough. 25. Final emotional reflection. Giving yourself grace. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture yourself, exhausted, messy bun, yesterday's sweatshirt, coffee cup clutched like a lifeline. Now, picture a voice, soft, kind, warm, whispering. You're doing enough. You're allowed to be tired. You don't have to prove anything. You are loved exactly as you are. Let that voice be yours. Be as kind to yourself as you are to your children. Forgive yourself the way you forgive them. Love yourself the way you love them. You are worthy of grace. You are worthy of rest. You are worthy of joy. You are worthy of your own love. Conclusion. Mama, you are enough. Mama Needs a Minute isn't just a book. It's a hug. It's a nod across a crowded room. It's the friend who says, "Me too," when you thought you were alone. Mary Catherine Starr gives us permission to tell the whole truth. Laugh at the chaos. Cry at the beauty. Rage when it's too much. Rest without guilt. Love fiercely, imperfectly, endlessly. Motherhood is messy. Motherhood is magical. Motherhood is maddening. And through it all, you are enough. You with your messy house. You with your imperfect patience. You with your heart that stretches and stretches and never quite breaks. You are doing the most important work in the world. And even when it doesn't feel like it, you're doing it beautifully. So take a minute, Mama. Take 10. Take a whole damn day if you can. You've earned it. And when you come back, tired, smiling, carrying your coffee like a trophy, know this: you're not alone. You are seen. You are loved. You are enough. Always. If this audiobook summary spoke to your heart, if you nodded along, laughed, cried, or just felt seen, then you're exactly why we do what we do at AudioBookCAPS. Subscribe to our channel for more real, raw, and inspiring audiobook summaries. Share this with a mama who needs a reminder that she's not alone. Comment below, what's one messy moment you'll cherish forever? Until next time, take your minute, Mama. You deserve it.